around and I see, well, lots of funny stories I could tell about one of you or most of you indeed, but sort of focusing on Liz and I, most of you know how we got together, or at least a lot of you know. My first experience with Liz was of someone that could outdrink me. Then I stayed over at Liz's resurrection, it's too much detail like that. It was an harrowing experience. And then I woke up the next morning to an empty bed, and Liz had disappeared. And I thought, blown this. I really, really like this girl. And I went downstairs, and she was cooking steak, sausages, and bacon. And I thought, that's it. That's female me. So, yeah, we've had sort of loads of long memories. We've been thinking about this. Well, Liz has been nagging me for about 3 years. And it's a bit of a kind of shock, to be honest, to finally be here. But thanks you all for coming. I hope you have a good day. And cheers. So we've got time for hacks.
But I'm surprised, I thought you would be going off at least 20.
No, I went on for about that long at your wedding, but I thought, no, I'm not going to do it today. It's not my time.
I have to prepare on a teacher, I can't have it. Okay, first of all, I'm sure everyone would join me in congratulating Nathan and Lizzie. And they have beautiful looks, I'm sure everyone would notice that. Now,
Hey.
I was going to say, and I put in, Nathan was there. Now, I've got to say as well that I've known how much Nathan's been looking forward to this, and since the stag do, he's been fascinated with taking Lizzie up the aisle. As the best man and long-term friend to that is second best man, to my left, to a little Nathan, my best man speech. It's our duty to tell you a little bit about this legend that is Dr. Main. Now, the problem is Nathan's used a very cunning shield. He's bombarded you with things that are so inappropriate, so bad, so embarrassing. I could basically run on till a good 6 o'clock, so I decided to not do that. I just decided to break it down a little bit. However, I did provide a short newsletter that was a brief history of Nathan Main. You'll probably see these on your table, hopefully. If you don't, I'm sure you'll be able to find one somewhere. So, early years, Nathan Main, chapter 1. We met at Paul's school. Now, this is the ultimate educational experience for any future doctor. Basically, all you have to do to become a serious research professional is insult every single teacher and be kicked out of pretty much every single class that you enter. Now, the one particular favourite of mine, now I have to tread carefully, I don't want to insult anyone here. We were attending a language lesson, and it was a German lesson for Nathan and a French lesson for me, and we had a little bet on who would be kicked out first. So Nathan frog marches into the classroom, gives the traditional German salute, gets ordered straight back out. So before I even entered the classroom, Nathan said, So unfortunately, the competitive edge of Nathan is something I'm sure you've all known about. Now, it was around about this time that a special move that Nathan has made is synonymous with Nathan. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Mainer Special. Has anyone heard of the Mainer Special? I know a few of you may have done. Basically, the definition of a Mainer Special is it's not an action that Nathan has thought to do, more of an action that everyone else would think not to do. Now, it requires extreme confidence and a willful neglect of physical safety. The first one was on a slippery courtyard in the house I lived in Tahiti. Nathan, we were just passing the football back and forth, and Nathan declares, I'm going to show you the Mainer Special. I was like, sounds pretty good. So he gently rolls his football onto his foot, flicks it in the air, and then swings about 150% into this ball. Totally misses it, slips on his back, wings himself, and he's just left there on the floor going, that was a Mainer Special. Stuck in your head. The Mainer Special basically has lived on for many years. The next significant chapter, I think, was basically the Berkeley Centre years. Now, if you're from Cornwall, you may know where this is, but basically Campbell, where we lived. Now, living and working in pubs and clubs in Campbell posed many challenges, but luckily there was one solution to them all, and that was alcohol. So unfortunately means we've had to declare an amnesty here because to go into these stories would be equally damaging to me. So we're going to skip past this and we're going to go on to the exteriors, which is chapter 3. Now, there is academic accolades from Mr. Main, as is Dr. Main, so I'm sure we'll pick up on that later. As you all know, he's very, very clever. He's also developed the playful side. Now, I know a simple way of hurting this powerful man here. All you have to do is simply look at him and wait for him to hurt himself. It never took that long. A Main special was always around the corner. The only one I'm going to recall from the exterior is Nathan taking offence at a group of people in a local gentleman's club. And upon trying to discuss in his charming demeanour the incident that was occurring, Nathan basically found out that the gentleman he was taking offence to were a group of bouncers. And, well, let's just say the Main special only just lived on. Now, the Lizzie years.
You should have seen that, mate.
You should have seen that. The Lizzie years. Since I've known Lizzie and she's been a part of this as well, she's been a very stable influence. Now, one of her greatest achievements is probably getting Nathan to cut his hair. Even now is, well, nature's taking the job at the front. The rest is, one of Mr. Main's greatest achievements was becoming Dr. Main. I don't know if any of you actually think, quite a lot of you know what Nathan does, but a few people may be confused about Nathan's job, particularly if you've asked him what he does. I think, to summarise, Nathan is an astrophysicist, which means he spends most of his days with his head way above the clouds. But luckily for us, he's got Lizzie, who's strong enough to keep him grounded, which is a true blessing. Which leads us to a few toasts. So, first and foremost, to the bride and groom. Secondly, to you guys, because you are the rock that will keep these guys happy and keep everyone else happy. So to everyone.
Same time next year for another
And finally to the Main special. Cheers.
Main special.
Right guys, I'm just going to put another Main special. So there's just a quick announcement about, first of all, the sparklers, don't light them inside. Fairly obvious.
They're actually for the fireworks later on.
On your menu there's a small quiz on the back. So this is optional. But if you'd like to perform that, like answer the questions through the dinner, we'll read out the answers at the end, and the winner gets my admiration. So you can do that in your tables. Right, cool. Thanks so much, guys.
There's like qualified to Main special.
You watch what I do and make your head.
It's how you like them, that's important. I believe dosing turpentine might be a good way of doing it.